Hey fellow paper crafters, this is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions bringing you another card in my Floral Boutique Suite video series. So this is my card today, and this is going to be using two different stamp sets and some of the things out of the Floral Boutique Suite. So let's get started. So for any of the directions or supplies, don't worry about writing anything down. Go ahead and click in the description bar below. It'll take you guys to my website, and there we'll have the directions and you can purchase anything that you need today. So we're going to be using two stamp sets. We're going to be using the Floral Phrases stamp set, and we're going to be using this little floral flower thing up here. And we are also going to be using the Ready to Pop stamp set. We're going to be using this Happy Birthday, and I'm going to use this time From Me to You. Let's go ahead and get that out. You are also going to need some Floral Boutique Designer Series washi tape. We're going to be using these two today. You're also going to need a piece of 11 by 8.5, cut in half, scored in half. So we're going to want to fold it this way. Some scrap Whisper white that is at least 2 1/4 inches wide. A piece of, I believe, it is 1 inch by 2.5 inches of Whisper white. Then we're also going to need Night of Navy, which is 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4 inch wide. Our 2-inch circle punch, Whisper white ink, and Night of Navy ink. So that's all of our supplies today. Let's go ahead and get started. Get all that stuff out of the way. Pull this stuff all out of the way. Everything that's going to be stamped in Whisper white, we are going to do first, because it's going to take a few minutes to dry. It's craft ink. It's awesome. Now, if you don't want to do this in Whisper white on the inside, go ahead and grab a piece of Whisper white paper, put it in there, and then I would stamp in Night of Navy. So we're going to go ahead and pull this in here. We're going to ink up our stamp nice and good. Straight down, straight up. If you guys like to use a mat underneath it, go ahead and do that. I've got a couple of pieces of paper underneath me that kind of give a little bit. So we're going to set that aside. We're going to pull in our little teeny tiny piece of Whisper white. Make sure that my Happy Birthday is going in the right direction here. We're going to ink that up. Now stamp this off to the side just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. Push this up a little more. Where I'm stamping this, go straight. There we go. It's off to the side just a little bit. Straight down, straight up. That actually looks pretty good. We're going to set that off to the side. And we are done with our Whisper white ink. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. So now I'm going to use my Night of Navy ink. And we're going to grab that scratch paper that we had. Now we're going to stamp this 3 times. We're going to ink this up nice and good. Night of Navy ink. Yeah, okay, good. You're going to want to get it kind of sort of close to the top, but not exactly on the top there. Straight down, straight up. Same thing with this one. We're going to do this 2 more times. If it's off the edge a little bit, that's okay. You're not going to see it anyways. Do it over here again. Straight down, straight up. All right, that's all of your stamping for today. Go ahead and close up all of your ink pads. Now we're going to get out our 2-inch circle punch. Open that up, and we're going to punch out these circles. They're not going to be perfect all the way around, but if you guys can see, you kind of want that top flower kind of sort of towards the top there. Punch. Get rid of your scrap. We're cutting off just a little bit of the flower decoration, but that's okay. Nobody knows it's supposed to be there but you and me and whoever else watches this video. Pull this off to the side. All right. So now you're done with your 2.5 inch circle punch. Go ahead and put that away as well. Grab a pair of scissors. Now you could try scoring along the bottom here. I found that to be a big pain, so let's not do that. We're just gonna whack it off. Give yourself just a smidge of space there. Try to make it straight. If you guys like to use your trimmer, go for it. So while I'm doing this, I wanted to let everybody know, whoever shops with me in the month of June or about the first 10 days of July, because that's when these videos are all going to be airing. You can win, whoever shops with me gets entered into a chance to win all of my projects that I'm making. So now you've got those 3 things done, right? Sweet. So let's slide those off to the side for a few seconds. Let's grab our card base here. It should be relatively dry. You guys can see our stamped image on the inside. Make sure you flip to the outside. We're going to grab our washi tape. I'm going to line this up here on the paper grid below me. Find the end of my washi tape here. There we go. And I'm going to run from edge to edge, overlapping just a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. Make it as straight as you possibly can. Rip off a small piece. We're going to do this again with the other one. Let's see if I can actually find the end. Yep, there it is. Ah, there it goes. This just gives a little bit of detail to your card. You can by all means use the larger one as well if you guys would like. Go ahead and rip that off. I'm going to grab that first one again. Set that down. Now if you're like me and you just stuck it to your paper, that's cool. Take it, flip it over. We're going to trim off this excess here. Oops, get that out of my way. And there. So you got your first part of your decoration done. Washi tape likes to stick to our papers here. All right, flip this back over. We're ready to go with our next step. We're going to grab ourselves some dimensionals, and we're going to arrange the 3 of these along the top edge of our card. So you want to grab a dimensional for each one, pop it on the back there. You guys can tell I kind of messed up, so scratch paper is A-okay. You're not going to see the back of it, guys. That, and I didn't know that was there, so hey. So this first one, you're going to want to kind of very shallow angle here, line it up with the top and the side. You guys can see the top and the side. Kind of line it up there, stick it down. Do the same thing on the other side. Oops, see if I can do this. Line it up there. Don't give it too big of an angle. Stick it down. And then in the center, kind of go in between the 2 of them. If you need to, readjust some of them. And then stick it down. So there's our card so far. We're going to take our Whisper White piece here. We're going to pennant the end of it. Let's go ahead and make a good snip in there. I'm going to snip off that. Snip off that. Grab our blue piece to make this a little bit easier on ourselves. I'm going to flip this over. I use it as a template. Go ahead and snip. And snip. We've got another card, so we're going to adhere this down here. Use a little bit of adhesive. We're lapping that edge right there. Go ahead and stick it down. Now you're going to want to grab some of your dimensionals again, and I would use the edges. I just kind of cut a couple off here, the edge of my dimensional sheet. Stick it down. Pull off the excess, the backing. Line it up in the middle. And there you have yourself a beautiful birthday card. So, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. This is Mel from Cardstock Concoctions. I hope you guys come out and check out my site to grab the dimensions and all the products you need. Also, I have a class list listed there as well. So I hope to see you guys in my next video. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.